Right, hello third years and welcome to computing. For the next few weeks during the coronavirus quarantine, we're going to be looking at programming in computing. That is the main thing we actually do in computing. There is other bits here, but we mainly focus on programming, and the language we use is called Python. Now, when I say programming, I mean the bits of writing code that let you make games, let you run computers, all these different things. But before we get to like the proper stuff, we're going to actually be playing games to learn Python. Now, the one we're doing today is called CodeCombat, and what it does is it teaches you the importance of correct syntax. Now, I say syntax, that might not be a word you're familiar with. That it basically means correct spelling when you're coding. So when you're programming something, it needs to be spelt correctly. It's probably like, I still make it now, I make easy mistakes all the time, but you need to make sure everything is spelt correctly. And we're also going to look at how your code affects an outcome, it affects the game differently depending on the order it's in, depending on what sequence it's in. And to do that, we're going to complete, let's say, the first 8 levels of CodeCombat. So first thing, if you go, I have to actually sign up. So if you Google CodeCombat, and it's this one here. Now there is a student and teacher version, but we're going to sign up as individuals, and that's because there's actually unlockables that you can get if you sign up individually. You can customize your character, which you can't do on the teacher student version, so that's a bit boring. So we're going to sign up as an individual and just go play. Now this is kind of like the world map. There's actually hundreds of levels. It will take a while. I don't think we'll ever finish all of them. Maybe you will. But the first thing, you can just jump into it, but I wouldn't do that just yet because we're going to be doing this for, like I said, for a few weeks. We don't want to start again every time. So if you click on this sign up button, if you already start playing, you can do this later, but don't, as soon as you X off that, you've lost your progress. So sign up first so you don't make this mistake. Enter your birth date. If you're not, I think if you're not 14 yet, you might want to bump up your age slightly. I think it complains if you're 13, but I'm sure you'll be fine. So type in your age and all that. I've already done that, so I'm not going to show you that. So I'm just going to log in. I've got about 1 million accounts for this, so I think this is the right one. Yeah, this is it, I think. So I've already completed the levels. The code will be done, but I'll just show you roughly how it works. So you'll start off here. You'll notice there's these blue bits. All of these will start off red when you boot up the game, and that's because you haven't completed them yet. The blue ones are extra. You have to actually pay for them. So we're just going to follow the main path. You can do all the main levels for free. I think you also get pets if you want to pay extra money. But the game will ask you to choose your character, and that again, there's only so many you can choose. I mean, you can pay if you really want to, but that's up to you. So let's just click here and go play on the first level. So there's my character. Like I said, there's the pets if you really want them. Let's go play, and this will boot up. There's actually, oh, my game is just running straight away. How do you pause him? Right, okay. It's just because I've already completed it. Oh, there it goes. Right. So when you are, here is the code window. Let's ignore that mine's just already completed. I think it will just give you that to begin with. It will just say hero dot, is it even letting me delete it? No, it's not. I'm not redoing this video, I can't be bothered editing, so you'll just have to bear with me. Right, let's go play. Right, start level. Okay. Continue. Continue. This is the worst Let's Play of all time. Right, so when you are typing in your code, every action you type in has to begin with hero. So you write hero dot, and then you just go move right, move up, down, or left. You've actually got all your commands here. You won't start with all of them, but as we progress through the game, you'll actually unlock more and more of them. But I think to begin with, you just get these 4. And so you don't even have to write the whole thing. You can actually just start writing it. So if you start writing move, it will say move down. So you can just write that. And then I think you can even just write, and then yeah, you just click it and save yourself time. If you want to save yourself even more time, you can copy and paste them, or you can, if you want to show off, just go Control C, Control V to do that. And that's it really. And then I think if you click on these, it actually gives you examples of how you would use them. It probably makes more sense with the more complicated ones. So later, when there's an attacking level, this tells you how to attack. So if you have to attack in a character, you have to look at their name and you have to write their name in quote marks. This is something called a string. A string is a word in computing. If you put the villain's name in quote marks, it will let you attack them, and so that you've always got this kind of like basically cheat sheet right by your side. And so I'll just complete that, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm not going to explain every single level. The game does quite a good job at that. The goal for this first lesson is just to get signed up, get used to it, and I want everybody to hopefully, well, to reach I think it's the prisoner. So reach fire dancing. You don't have to finish that one. Finish the first, I think it's 8 levels. And then get up to the prisoner, finish that. And then this is something called loops. That's something different. We can look at that next week. Now, by all means, if you really want to, if you're storming ahead, you can keep going. There's more than enough levels that I will not complain if you want to keep going. But once you reach this level or further, we're going to get some evidence so we can actually say we've been doing the work for the class, and you're going to submit that on Teams. So what to do is, the easiest way I think is if you look at the search bar and just type in S and go for the snipping tool, and if you go new and just take a big picture of it, make sure you get your weird and wonderful username in it, and then just take a screenshot of that and just right click and go save as, and I'm just going to call it week 1 or something. Doesn't really matter what you call it. And then that will appear in my pictures here. And then if you boot up Teams on your computer, on the computing team, so you'll be able to see this, there will be an assignment tab. Now this will look slightly different for me, but it should pop up round about here for you. If you click on that, now unfortunately I can't show you this bit, there should be a way, I think it's in this corner, for you to add a picture or add something. So just if you add the picture that we just took a screenshot of, then I'll be able to see that you've got up to at least level 8. And then you just press submit. Make sure you press submit or I won't be able to see it properly. Other than that, if you need help with anything, just drop me an email and I'll get back to you. So you can even take like the same with the screenshot tool. What would probably be easier is take a screenshot of the level you're stuck on and what code you've got so far, and I'll be able to show you how to get past it. And that is all really. Have fun, I guess. Right, bye.